And welcome to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. It is Game 8 of the Brain Drain Tournament. Now, before I introduce all of my fellow ladlers and get this thing going, I want to take a minute, say that we are recording this episode on November 4th. Right now is kind of a stressful time. Not going to lie. This tournament's been poking fun at the stress that is 2020. But we want to reiterate that our show is designed specifically to have fun, relax, take your mind off of these things going on. That doesn't mean we don't care, because we do. It just means that we want to have a space where we get to have fun and relax and point our brains at something else besides doom scrolling, which is a word I just learned today. And I think it's a great doom scrolling.
Yeah, doom scrolling.
I had never heard that until today. So it inspired me to make that little caveat, that little speech that we here at Brain Ladle want to have fun and test our brains and keep the stress of 2020 out of it by relentlessly mocking it.
Is this a bad time to say that today's quiz is all about the 2020 election?
Yeah! Possibly.
Okay.
Because I won't say that.
Hi, Neil.
If it's no, it's not. It's not. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you. Hey, Kels.
Hi, Davo. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Neil.
Hey. Sorry, did it? You startled me.
It was totally fine. It's just the way you said it reminded me of how Will Ferrell would say, "Hey, it's Harry Carey." It was just it was kind of sudden.
Well, let's get right into it. You want to play some trivia?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Each week we have a theme, and within that theme we've got 6 categories of 4 questions. Each question is worth 10 points with a few bonus points thrown in here and there, and a final question, which is worth up to 100 points. And we are on game... What did you say, Kels? This is going to be game 8 of the Brain Drain Tournament, where we started each player with 2,020 points, and at the end of each game we subtract the points that they earned from that 2020, and the first player to get to 0 wins the tournament. Right now, Kels is in the lead with 825 points left to drain.
Mm-hmm.
Andy has 914 points, and Davo has to get rid of 923 points.
Yeah.
So it's pretty close between second and third.
Now, let's not forget about our friend Macy, who will be coming back to the show at some point, I would hope. She so kindly donated her points when she was forced to retire from the tournament. She donated her points, and she was in strong second place to the rest of us losers. So you can thank Macy for that. And Macy, if you're listening to this, I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, I've already taken her donation into account here.
Wow.
So she basically added 394 points to each of you.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. And as a bonus, because this is 2020 and it's been a weird year, I have randomly selected a question for each of you that's going to be your double down question.
Double down.
I was waiting on that.
And so I'll let you know just before that question comes up. And if you get it right, you get a bonus 10 points. If you get it wrong, your opponents each get 10 points. So for this tournament, I've been trying to relate each theme to the year 2020, but that was getting increasingly difficult. And so the other thing that comes to mind when you mention 2020 is vision. So today's theme is the eyes.
Eyes?
Eyes, yeah.
The eyes have it.
So really nothing to do with 2020, the year, but still sort of, kind of, in a roundabout way, has something to do with 2020.
Well, I thought it was going to be 24 questions about Baba Wawa.
No.
Who said they liked your impressions?
I didn't do an impression. I just said a word.
I think it would have been 12 with her and 12 with you downs, wouldn't it?
It would.
All right, our first category for 2020, or no, for eyes. Our first category for eyes is sports.
Oh.
Sports eyes.
Sports eyes.
You just sounded like some random drunk down the street. Sports eyes.
They're following me.
Question 1. In 2009, what six-time NBA All-Star and former Rookie of the Year suffered a detached retina after getting poked in the eye during a game with the Los Angeles Clippers? And for a bonus, after retiring from the NBA in 2016, he spent 2 years playing in what country that he now holds dual citizenship in? And I'll go ahead and tell you he was Rookie of the Year, I believe, in 2003.
2003.
Um,
Oh, well, okay.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Because I was about to say, that doesn't make sense. But no, yeah, it does.
That's too early. No, it might be that guy.
I'm going to lock in. Although I'm very curious about this.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in too.
All right, let's start with Kells.
Okay. So I'm glad you gave us the year and that he won Rookie of the Year. So I remember Amari Stoudemire wearing goggles for a while, or at least protective glasses. And it's probably because he had a detached retina. And so I said Amari Stoudemire, and I just guessed Greece.
Okay. Deva
I said Amari Stoudemire, and I said China.
and Andy.
Ray Guy, and it was Raiders country.
Raider Nation.
Raider Nation.
Well, two of you are correct. It was Stoudemire, and he has converted to Judaism and moved to Israel and played there for a few years.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Apparently, he has some some of his ancestors were Jewish, and I don't know. He seems to like Israel. He owned a team there for a while, or was co-owner of a team there.
Huh.
I had no idea about this phase.
Good for Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
Right, question 2. In the 2019 Western Conference playoffs, what Rocket star was hit in the face with while fighting for a rebound, cut his left eye, and bruised the retinas in both eyes? He kept playing and scored 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Locked in as well.
Yeah, I remember this game.
That was pretty awful.
I'm going to punt. I got nothing. I'm not a basketball guy.
All right. Deva?
James Harden.
Andy?
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high, twisting, hang-time spiral.
And Kels?
Regular size game, James Harden.
No.
I don't know what that means, but the correct answer is James Harden.
I couldn't call him Big Game. That's disrespectful to James Worthy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that his nickname?
Big Game James.
Question 3. The Cuban Missile was struck by a line drive during a 2014 spring training game and ended up having a metal plate inserted above his left eye. What is the Cuban Missile's real name?
Ooh.
I
remember this.
I'm locked in with a guess.
I don't know where he's from, but I'm just gonna go with somebody who throws hard.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Andy?
I'm only hesitating because I didn't know about the metal plate. But Chapman played for the Cubs, was nicknamed the Cuban Missile.
Kels?
I didn't know that about him being called a Cuban Missile, or if he was Cuban or not. But I did say Aroldis Chapman.
So for no particular reason at all, I just said Chapman.
I went with a hard thrower, man. You said flamethrower. He can put, what,
David?
103 on the gun? Yeah.
I went with Juan Marichal because I did.
What year was this?
2014.
You didn't say 2014.
Yeah, he did.
It was a 2014 spring training game.
Oh, I just heard spring training game.
He said
Dang it.
1 March. I was like, what
Yeah,
decade?
that would be no.
is this?
Hard no. Sorry.
This is a
I did
gentleman.
not know about the metal plate.
He defected from Cuba in 2008 or 9. His name was Aroldis Chapman.
Dang it.
And
Does not sound like a very Cuban name to me, but what do I know? All right, Andy, this is your double down question.
double down.
I didn't choose this ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
What major league player had to retire in 1996 after several surgeries couldn't restore vision to his right eye, which had glaucoma? And I have an easy mode for you.
I think I know this.
He said 96. Yeah, I'm going to need easy mode.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, it's got to. Yeah, I'm locked in.
Hip-
Duh. Yeah.
The hibbity hop hop.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Okay, David and Andy are locked in. Kells wants the easy mode. The easy mode is he's the all-time leader in career hits, runs, and total bases for the Minnesota Twins.
Yes, I did have it right.
Huh.
These double downs make me start questioning my own knowledge.
I'm going to think of the only twin that was playing around that time. I'm locked in.
And it sounds like he might have been the best twin ever.
It's up there.
And a really nice guy.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, who did
Okay.
Al Kaline play for?
What's your answer, Kels?
Kirby Puckett.
David
Kirby Puckett.
and Andy.
Kirby Puckett.
It is Kirby Puckett.
Yeah, I ain't know that about the glaucoma.
You got hit in the face.
No, he woke up.
pitch?
He woke up one day and had a black spot in front of his eye, and got it checked out. And they said, "Oh, you got glaucoma. We'll just operate on it." And then 3 operations later, and after like several months, he was like, "Well, I just can't see, so I'm gonna quit."
Oh.
But I don't think he got hit. Or I mean, he might have gotten hit, but that's not.
That's not the cause? I always thought that was the cause because I remember him getting hit in the face with a pitch.
No. In fact, I said in question that he lost his eyesight to glaucoma.
Well, you know, I need to pay more attention to your wonderfully worded
Yeah.
questions. Jeez.
All right, at the end of round 1, Davo and Andy have 30 and Kels has 35.
Whew.
It's anybody's game.
Thank goodness for the double down. That saved me.
Category 2 is science.
I didn't know when it would pop up, but I knew it was coming.
Question 1. LASIK eye surgery is laser assisted and performs cuts measured in microns. How many microns are in a meter?
Yeah.
How many microns are in a meter?
Yes.
Why do you hate us?
Hannah, we don't. It's only we wanted to keep the podcast to an hour.
All right, I'm
locked
locked
in.
in with a guess.
I
Because I'm super good at scale, so this is going to be great.
Right.
I'm locked in.
Let's start with Davo.
I said 100,000.
Okay. Andy
I went with 100.
and Kels.
I said 10,000.
Well,
The job of a chimney sweep comes with a great deal of responsibility.
Surely does.
The well was a real nice setup, Neil.
Well,
I was gonna just do the answer, but then I remembered I needed to sweep you guys. So, would it help if you knew that a micron was the same as a micrometer?
well, that's where my mathin was going. Because there's 1,000
Stop.
there's 1,000
You're gonna hurt
millimeters in a
yourself.
meter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started at that 1,000, and I didn't know where past that it went, so I went with 10,000 and 100,000. But it's probably like 1,000,000.
It is
right?
1,000,000.
Yeah, baby, fibby. Baby, fibby.
All right. Well, good start. Question 2. What animal what animal has the largest eye at 10 inches in diameter?
Locked in?
I'm locked in as well.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Andy.
Cyclops and the X-Men. No. I believe it's a whale.
Kels.
Is that a blue whale?
David.
I also said a blue whale.
When and how you swim.
Come on!
The correct answer is the giant squid.
Man. I knew that too. I like these cephalopods.
I knew that about you, David.
Yeah, I like some cephalopods.
Makes sense.
All right. Question 3. Within 2, how many times a minute does the average human adult blink?
Oh, wow.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
Is this person wearing a mask and catching that breath that comes up a little bit?
Oh, man. And if you wear glasses...
That's
about
really
it.
hard with glasses.
I believe this is standard laboratory conditions.
Standard lab conditions. Okay.
Not Walmart laboratory conditions when we're all sweating in that line.
I'm locked in.
Kels.
Say 15.
David.
20.
And Andy.
Wow, I'm way off apparently. I said 6.
Sweep the leg.
What in the hell?
Problem with that.
I mean, I really thought someone was going to get close enough with that one.
This is fun.
The correct answer is 12. So I would have taken 10 to 14.
You were
was
off
right
by
there.
1, Kels.
I was really close to
You're
us
very-
getting
you're-
points in this category. None of us have.
See, I thought you were I went with the fact that you tend to, like, your ranges don't tend to be that wide. So I was going with a 10% range. Just,
Oh, I see. What you did. Except that would be. Never mind.
you know what I'm saying?
That would be 5% though.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
Okay.
Am I? No.
No.
Move on.
If you've done the math right. No, wait. You're right.
See?
Yeah, you're right.
Edit that. Save it. I out math Neil. Winner, chicken dinner.
So infants tend to blink 1 or 2 times a minute, which is really creepy. I haven't been around infants enough to notice that, but it just seems like they should just blink more.
I mean, if everything around me was bigger, I'd want to keep my head on the swivel too. So
That's true.
They're not really sure why. They think it might have to do with basically fatigue, since babies sleep so much. They're not as tired as adults.
makes sense.
There is a lot of variation, but I found a few different places where they said the average human adult blinks 12 times. It could be they all got it from the same place. I don't know.
Let's say that makes sense. That's what. Yeah.
Have I
seconds.
ever actually swept an entire category? I can't
No.
count
Let's
those
find
before.
out.
Yeah, you're getting pretty close.
Well, I'm looking at this last one, and
No, we got it. We're in it.
you think
Well, I
so?
feel good about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
In
Don't
it
do
I
that.
outmathed you. I'm good to go, man.
Don't antagonize him. He could change it on the fly and we lose.
Yeah.
I hope it's another metric question.
No. Question 4. What non-primate has quote-unquote donated corneas for the most successful xenotransplantation into human eyes?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying there is an animal that we have successfully transplanted coronas into human.
See, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to use a cat.
You said corona. You meant cornea?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're rubbing off on you, man.
I'm getting dumber.
Dumb is catching.
Yeah, the dumb is contagious. I'm locked in.
And I put donated in quotes because
I was going to say,
don't
like,
think-
did he
I don't
sign
think
off
it was
on
a
it?
choice.
Yeah. Check his wallet. Is he
I
an
don't think it
organ
was on the
donor?
driver's license.
I got to guess. I'm locked in. I mean, what does it matter at this point?
Y'all are still in the lead. I don't want to hear nothing.
Locked in.
All right, Davo.
Pig.
Andy.
I went with cow.
And Kells.
I went with the. It was probably inspired by the Shia LaBeouf movie. I said eagle.
Interesting. One of you saved an entire category sweep
Davo.
and moved into the
Davo.
lead, and it was Davo.
Yeah.
Correct answer is pigs.
Yeah, buddy.
Davo dominated the science category.
Yeah, how's that feel?
Yeah.
All right.
Pyrrhic victory.
And
Really?
at the end of category 2, Andy still has 30, Kells still has 35, and Davo has 40.
Boom!
Category 3 is famous people.
I'm glad you went with famous people rather than not famous people. That's a much harder category.
Yeah.
My neighbor down the street has green eyes. Name him.
Steve.
I don't know any of my neighbors.
Not surprising.
I actually changed the name of this category 3 or 4 times before I settled on famous people because they're not necessarily all celebrities, but they're all people.
It's not that you're going to know any of them.
Oh, you're going to know this one, Andy. I think everybody else will too, but you for sure will.
Okay.
Question 1. Who is the only U.S. president to lose vision in one eye during office?
Locked in.
I'm going to lock in with a guess. Because I think that's a reasonable guess.
I don't know.
Well, you
I'm
got
locked in.
45.
Actually, 44.
44, because of Grover. Don't tell me, man.
You said 45.
I just,
I'm locked in, though. I don't know.
Okay. Andy.
Teddy Roosevelt. He challenged the champion Navy boxer to a boxing match in the White House and lost.
Kels.
I said Eisenhower.
And Davo.
bully! That's a TR.
It was Teddy Roosevelt.
Texas Ranger.
And as I understand the story, it's in typical Teddy Roosevelt style. Like, like today you have famous athletes that win and get to visit the White House. And he was visiting the White House because he had become the champion boxer for the U.S. Navy. And Teddy Roosevelt's like, yeah, let's go a couple rounds. And, yeah.
I'm glad that tradition has stopped. Cause
And he kept it a secret, as I understand it, too. Like, they didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, because that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you imagine Reagan challenging Mike Tyson and getting his ass whooped?
Well, you got a good right hook. See if you can go. Have ourselves a Donnybrook.
I ain't going to use my fist on the Coopacabra.
Question 2. What member of the Rat Pack lost an eye in a car accident?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Kels?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Davo?
The Candyman can. Says Sammy Davis Jr.
Andy?
So, I want to be respectful when I asked this. I was just curious what impression you were doing there, Tito. That was that a famous person?
That was Sammy Davis Jr. getting punched in the stomach while he was recording that song. It's a little more meta than my usual impressions.
Makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
It is Sammy Davis Jr.
It is indeed.
Yay. Back on the board.
Question 3. What rapper, whose songs have been sampled hundreds of times, lost sight in one eye as an infant due to some broken glass?
I keep seeing a hip hop guy with an eye patch.
You were watching.
No,
Pirates
you're
of the
thinking of
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow, both of you went the same way.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Should I have
I'm
gone
locked
Treasure
in.
Island?
I'm locked in. Just remembered what I was thinking. I don't know if I'm right, and it's okay.
You got what I need. All right, I'm locked in. I'm just guessing.
Okay. Davo.
Slick Rick.
Andy.
Snoop Dogg.
Kels.
Has 2 eyes. The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. X-Pac.
The correct answer is Richard Walters, a.k.a. Slick Rick.
Yeah.
A lottie-dottie.
Question 4. What African American who won the Pulitzer Prize and National Book Award in 1972 was blinded in one eye when she was 8 years old after her brother accidentally shot her with a BB gun?
Ooh.
Was it a Red Ryder?
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to this at all. So I'm going to write down an answer that makes sense. Locked in.
That was weird.
Sorry, it was 1982.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference for me.
Either for me either, I don't think. I got nothing. Bringing out Ray Guy.
You already punted once.
No, I used Ray Guy in a... Oh, no, I did. I punted the second one. I can't come up with a joke answer for a blind African-American author.
Well,
Yes, I
you could.
can.
You'd just be a
Yes, I
jerk.
can. No. I got it.
I think this might be right. I'm locked in.
Andy.
I think it's Sammy Davis Jr. again.
Good guy.
Kels.
And a woman.
Right. Well, there's that.
He's very talented.
I could think of one really popular book in the 80s because I've seen the movie a lot, and that's The Color Purple. So I said Alice Walker. I don't know if she has lost vision in an eye or not, though. So that hinges on that.
Okay.
I said Toni Morrison.
Well, one of you's right.
Yep.
Is it
And it's
Sammy
Kels.
Davis? Oh.
Yeah.
It was Alice Walker.
Okay.
So another interesting note that I found out about Alice Walker, she was part of the first interracial couple legally married in the state of Mississippi
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
in 1967, I think.
Hmm.
All right, at the end of round 3, Andy has 50, Kel's 65, and Davo's in the lead.
Bizarre World again.
Yeah.
So the first question in category 4 is Kel's Double Down.
Double down.
And I reiterated that it's a random selection because category 3 is movies.
Category 4.
Category 4 is movies.
Random double down.
And technically, it's movies, comma, horror.
Horror.
Because I really wanted to have 4 horror movies, but I could only really come up with 3, so I came up with one that the first one is really kind of more of an action thriller, but the others are for reals horror.
Nice.
And these are all Tribons.
Oh, Tribon. Yay.
I like tripod's.
So, question 1, in movies, comma, horror, except for the first one, which isn't really horror, is Rachel McAdams, Cillian Murphy, and Brian Cox.
Locked in. I've never seen it, but I remember the trailer for it.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Locked in.
All right. Kels.
Red Eye.
Andy.
Rachel McAdams, Private Eye.
Davo.
Red Eye.
Correct answer is Red Eye.
Never heard of it.
Well, it took place on a plane,
Uh-huh.
hence Red Eye. And Cillian Murphy was kind of a stalker crazy dude, like her stalker.
She was on her way to see her dad, right?
Yes, and he ended up on the flight with her and was terrorizing her the entire flight.
Okay.
He was sitting behind her and just kept poking the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played the part of the baby.
All right, question 2. Jessica Alba, Parker Posey, and Alessandro Nivola.
Locked in.
Once again, not a horror movie guy.
I can see this poster.
I see the poster and
worst.
man, what is that film called?
Locked in.
I had forgotten that Parker Posey was in this. I really like her.
All right, I'm locked in. I do like Parker Posey. She's great. I'm locked in.
Andy?
Jessica Alba, Private Eye.
Devo?
Nothing.
I said A Blind Eye.
Kels?
The Eye.
Ah, crap.
The correct answer is The Eye.
Second movie I have never heard of.
Well, Jessica Alba plays a blind lady
Okay.
who is then terrorized by bad people.
Okay.
No, she sees ghosts, doesn't she?
I thought she got like a transplant and
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the eye is haunted.
basically.
Yeah. Evil Eye.
Evil.
Evil.
That was from 2008. Category 3, or question 3. Drew Barrymore, James Woods, and Robert Hayes.
An episode of Family Guy.
I was gonna say.
I think he got me on this one.
Yeah, you got me too.
I'll give you a year for an easy mode for half points if you want it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, the year was 1985.
Oh, even worse.
Wait a minute. Wait. I think I know this one. I know this one.
I can think of 2 80s movies with Drew Barrymore in them. One of them involves Reese's Pieces. And the other one I don't think has anything to do with an eye. So I'm going to go
I'm locked in.
that one. I'm locked in.
I genuinely don't know.
Okay, Deva.
Eye of the Beholder.
Kels.
Firestarter.
And Andy.
I'm surprised Davo doesn't know this because it's another really, really, really bad Stephen King movie, Cat's Eye.
The correct answer is Cat's Eye.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to give up my fan club membership for that shit.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's so bad.
Sorry.
Oh, my God, it's bad. Oh, it's awful.
All right, and the final question. Dee Wallace, Janice Blythe, and Michael Berryman. And for an easy mode, I'll tell you the director for half points.
I'm not even sure I know who that is.
Yeah,
One of my best friend's name is D, but it's not. His last name isn't Wallace.
D. Bradley Baker does a lot of voices on a lot of stuff.
This is a little bit of a deep cut.
Yeah. Feels like a deep cut.
I'm gonna lock in.
Ooh.
Kels.
Look at you. I need the easy mode, please.
I need the easy mode as well.
This is gonna be a wild guess, but I'm sticking with it.
Okay. The easy mode is the director was Wes Craven.
Oh, I'm locked in.
I don't know this either. Locked in. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Is that what you wrote? No.
No.
Kels.
We're doing a eye episode, and we're in horror movies, and the first thing I thought would pop up would be The Hills Have Eyes. So I used
too,
that
Kels.
on
Oh,
You too, Kels.
I used that one on this one.
Okay. Andy.
I thought you were being tricky, and it's not actually a movie. It's a music video for Survivor's Eye of the Tiger.
David?
I said Evil Eye, but it's probably The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
And that was
Hills
the.
Have
Yeah.
It is, in fact, The Hills Have Eyes
My God.
from 1977.
I am so ashamed.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that like a hardcore horror fan should recognize Michael Berryman. He was the very, very tall guy who had a genetic issue where he didn't have any hair
Yep.
or fingernails.
I can see him.
Yep.
I just
Was he in
blanked,
Weird
man.
Science?
He was.
Yeah.
Like part of that motorcycle gang that wrecked the house party?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one who's really sorry about this. When he took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. I think he did several movies with Wes Craven, and of course Janice Blythe was she played Ruby in that movie.
Yeah.
She got hired because she was faster than all the other girls that tried out. Wes Craven wanted someone who could run quickly.
Oh, well, good for her.
And I think Dee Wallace is the only person that had a career after had like a
Real
sort of normal career afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, at the end of category 4, it's not a very high scoring game.
You noticed?
Yeah, I did. No, I did. I just looked at the scores and I'm like, holy cow, it's not very high scoring. Andy has 55, Davo has 80, and Kells has 105.
I mean,
Holy cow. Kells has lapped me.
yeah, he has. That's embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. This might be one of my worst matches ever.
Well, hang on. It's about to get great for you, Andy, because category 5 is music.
Thank you. Comeback Trail. Cinderella
And
Story.
we're doing lyrics.
Yes.
With the crappy robot voice?
No, this is... I got better robot voices than I did last time.
Okay.
Slightly less crappy. Bro.
Yeah, slightly less crappy robot voices.
All right.
Oh, I hope a song I recently been listening to shows up.
Okay. Question 1.
Baby, is you drunk? Is you had enough? Are you here looking for love? Got the club going crazy.
Can I hear it again?
I just want to hear it again. I don't know what it is. I just want to hear it again.
Baby, is you drunk? Is you had enough? Are you here looking for love? Got the club going crazy.
It might as well be the original, if you ask me.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to punt.
Oh, I wish I was you.
God. I don't know who that robot guy is, but he is smooth.
Yeah, he is. I want to buy his LP. All right, locked in.
All right, let's start with David.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high, twisting, hang time spiral.
Kels?
Philadelphia's own Meek Mill. The song is All Eyes on You, I think.
Andy?
I got nothing, so I just have a request. If you could have that voice say Domo Omigato, Mr. Roboto.
I'll work
That's
on
what
that.
I want next.
Yeah, I forgot to say, I'm looking for the name of the song for these. But I'll give you a bonus. No, I won't, since I didn't do that. For the rest of them, I'll take a bonus. I'll give you a bonus if you can name the artist also.
Okay. Gotta get better after this. It's gotta
Yep.
get better.
Andy, this one is in your wheelhouse. Question 2.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man.
I just felt like he was
Locked in.
telling us his problems.
That is so awesome. Oh my
I'm
God,
locked
that
in.
is so awesome. I'm so locked. Oh, that's awesome.
Can I hear that one more time, please?
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man.
I love that voice. That
That is so cool.
He just says it so matter-of-factly, doesn't
yes,
He really
no one
does.
knows what it's like.
I have not the slightest idea. Just
he? Kills. This
Andy,
one's
would
not.
I-
This is
would I
not
know
your
this
wheelhouse.
You would know this
No,
group. I don't know if you know this song.
I would know this group, but I wouldn't know this song.
You might not know this song. It's
a deep cut.
I don't think it's a deep cut.
It's not a deep cut, but it's also not one of their bigger hits. It's kind of in the middle range.
Sure. I'm like, no, because this is a well-known song by them. I think I'm gonna host through this one. I'm locked in.
All right. Kels.
I saw the sign.
Andy.
So at the opposite end of the spectrum, Behind Blue Eyes by The Who.
And Deva.
Behind Blue Eyes by The Who.
It is Behind Blue Eyes by the Who.
By The Who.
He says it a bit more plaintively in the song. All right. I was about to read question 3, but instead of that, I'll just play the clip here.
Oh, it's even better.
He said the way my blue eyes shined put those Georgia stars to shame that night. I said that's a lie.
I'm locked in with a guess.
I'm locked in with garbage.
Same here, locked in.
Andy.
Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue by Crystal Gale?
Deva.
Eye of the Tiger.
Rising up!
Kels.
It's hard to understand the lyrics when Buckwheat sings them, but I have Betty Davis eyes.
The job of a chimney sweep comes with a great
Wow.
deal of responsibility.
Well, it is Tim McGraw by Taylor Swift.
You know what, Sensei? We're just gonna.
I was like, you gave the answer backwards.
It is.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know that song? That was her first hit.
Oh,
that's when it all started.
Wow, great. That's wonderful.
You know what? We're going to take advantage of the theme for tonight. Clearly, the three of us need a training montage. This is the part of the movie where we're getting our asses kicked. We're just going to play Eye of the Tiger for a while and just kind of go through the training montage, and we'll come back and we'll be so much better.
Kels has a headband on, like binging Sporkle for 14 hours.
Because can't take another Cobra Kai ass whooping.
It went double platinum.
But good for T Swift.
That's awesome.
She wrote it during her freshman year in high school.
Oh my god.
She slept with Tim McGraw in her freshman year in high school?
I think she was singing about him. I don't think...
Oh, I just presume it was another ex-boyfriend.
No. I mean, it may be now, but I don't think it was at the time.
Faith Hill, man.
I don't
She
know.
listens to the show. You worry she might get ideas.
Yeah. Have some respect, Neil.
Slanderous.
All right. This
This
was
was three of our guesses, though. Those are all good songs.
This one's a super easy one.
Yay.
Question 4.
She's got eyes of the bluest skies as if they thought of rain. I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain.
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Maybe not super easy.
Maybe not. Locked in.
Deva?
Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
Oh.
Kels?
Private Eyes by Hall & Oates.
They're watching you.
And Andy?
I'm a little frustrated we didn't have the song I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me, but it's Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
It is Sweet Child O' Mine by Guns N' Roses. I think it was their only number one hit or their biggest hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of round 5, Andy's moved up to 79 points.
Mm-hmm.
Davo has 104 and Kels has 115.
Hey.
Kels was not that strong in that round.
No.
So let's see how Kels does in category 6, which is literature.
Books?
I can think of one book right off the bat.
Question 1. Whose glasses are used by the boys to start a fire but are later broken and stolen by Jack, leaving Ralph's group without warmth?
Locked in.
What?
Yes. I have a guess.
I have a guess.
Andy?
Lord of the Flies?
Deva?
Piggy?
And Kels.
When Andy gave his answer, I was worried that... Didn't you ask for a character?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. It's Piggy from Lord of the Flies.
Son of a...
Andy, I'll give you half points.
Thank you.
Because I know you're flustered.
Pity point.
Or a piggy point in this case.
Oh, hey!
That's awesome.
So, a little bit of a science trivia nugget. In the book, Mr. Golding points out that Piggy can't see in the distance because his glasses are gone, which means he was nearsighted, which means that his glasses were diverging lenses, and they wouldn't be able to start a fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Plot hole.
Devo.
Oh, crap.
Double down.
Literature double down.
I'm not sure if this is easy or hard, so we'll just.
Is
have
it a
to
comic
see.
book?
No, it's not.
It's hard.
It's going to be hard.
There might have been a graphic novel at one point. I don't know.
Ooh.
Question 2. In what novel does a billboard depicting eyeglasses overlook Tom's adultery and Myrtle getting run over by Daisy?
Oh. Locked in.
I'm locked in?
This is a good question. I like this question. Because I feel like either way I'm getting points.
You are. You are. Congratulations. Oh, man. I'm locked in.
Okay, Devo.
A tree grows in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Wow.
Kels?
I recognized one character name in there, and when you said Daisy, it's like I only know Daisies in Great Gatsby, so I went with Great Gatsby.
Andy?
It is absolutely The Great Gatsby.
Never read that book.
It is absolutely The Great Gatsby.
I was assigned that book
read that
once.
Really?
and I didn't read it.
It's also in the movies as well. The big
Never watched the
billboard.
movies.
Oh my god.
Never watched. Never had an interest. Don't care, Neil. Let's just move on.
Well, I feel like I have to point out, Devo, that since you got your double down question wrong, Kels and Andy, who got the question correct, both ended up with 20 points for that round.
That's stupendous.
Okay, well,
You don't have time to watch every movie or read every book, Davo. Don't be embarrassed. And I think The Princess Bride's on again tomorrow.
Woo!
So,
I mean, I think that novel just came out pretty recently, right? So it's not like it's been around for 120 years.
right.
It's hard to get. It's hard to catch up with all the classics.
Right.
Like
with all the
we've
comics I've been
reached
reading.
a whole nother 20s.
Yeah.
All right, Devo, this one's actually more up your aisle, your alley.
Ohio.
Question 3. What character goes blind in the second Dune novel and eventually walks into the desert to die alone? And for bonus, what's the name of the second Dune novel?
Jeez.
This seems oddly specific. What character goes blind in the Dune novel?
I'll accept various names for the character.
I'm locked in. Yeah, I read that.
Did you really?
Yes.
I have not. I never got into any of the Dune stuff.
You're missing out, man.
I know nothing.
The movie was god awful.
The movie is nothing like the book.
Okay.
Well, you mean
Book is really good.
they would make a movie that wasn't anything like the book?
I know, it's crazy.
I got nothing.
I have a guess.
I mean, if you saw the movie, name a character from the movie, maybe that'll help.
I don't remember any character. No, I can just tell you that one of the people in the movie, Sting's. All right, I'm locked in.
What just happened? I got whiplash there.
His brain sped up.
Kills?
Judging by the album cover, I would go with Stevie Wonder. So that would make the second book the talking book.
Wow. Very good.
Andy?
Very, very good. I'm going with Sting. And the title of the second book is God is Sting Boring.
Deva.
Dune Messiah and Paul Muad'Dib.
Wow.
The correct answer is Paul Atreides or Muad'Dib, and the novel was Dune Messiah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done, Davo.
Yeah, thanks.
Barely worked in Godfather, but...
Paul Muad'Dib.
Final question. Who wrote the following words in the novel By the Shores of the Silver Lake? Mary and Carrie and baby Grace and Ma all had scarlet fever. Far worst of all, the fever had settled in Mary's eyes and Mary was blind.
Boy, that sounds like a really fun book. Can't wait what happens next to this fun bunch.
I'm pretty sure there was more to the book than this.
So this is a character who wrote this? Or is this the author who wrote that line?
I'm looking for the author that wrote the line.
Yeah.
I'm locked in. Why not?
By the shores of the Silver Lake.
By the shores of Silver Lake.
Silver Lake.
Locked in.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm locked in.
This is going back.
You don't even have to read to know the answer to this one.
No, I didn't read it.
Right, Andy?
That's right.
Go ahead, Andy.
We're talking about Little House on the Prairie, which means it's Ingalls who wrote it.
Deva?
Or Ingalls Wilder.
And Kels.
After I heard it the second time, I was like, yeah, I know this now. But since I gave up all hope the first time you read it, I just said Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Well, the correct answer is Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woo!
Man, if not for Davo, I wouldn't have done nearly as well.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Davo.
You're a good man.
All right, at the end of our regular rounds, Andy has 114, Davo 136, and Kels 145.
I'm coming for you.
It's anybody's game. I kind of broke one of my rules when I did this one. I usually come up with a theme and then try to come up with a final question and then do all the rest of the questions. I didn't do it this time, and so I'm not happy with my final question. Having said that, the final question is, I've got a list of the 12 most common eye disorders, like eye diseases. We're not talking about injuries. Name any 10 of them for 10 points each.
You know, I enjoy nothing more than curling up with a book on eye diseases. Sometimes the wife and I just question each other back and forth.
Wait just 1 second, Bubba. Yes, it's your friendly podcasting fanatic. Here to shout out my trivia brothers from another mother, the Trivia Rogues. When you get a chance, pop on over to the Trivia Rogues and let Billy and the gang educate you on some things, Bubba. Funk on. And do remember to please look both ways before you cross my mind, baby.
I have a pretty strong 5, but I need 10.
I got a strong 2. 3. Rising up. Took my chances.
I got 7, and I don't see myself getting 3 more.
Oh, duh. There's one.
Andy, Clockwork Orange isn't an eye condition.
All right, write that one off.
I so wanted to use that in here somewhere.
It should be. Like,
not Ludwig.
You had one eye in the mirror and you watched yourself go by. I've listened
You
to
guys
that
suck.
song
I just
maybe
wrote down
5
eyes.
times. I mean, you would go to an eye doctor about eyes, though.
You would.
I always feel like somebody's
watching me. All right, I'm locked in. I am not going to get any more than that.
Be your partner. They be your partner. You're so vain. I fucking love that song.
Don't it make my brown eyes blue?
I'm calling it. I got all I'm gonna get.
I'm locked in.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here are the answers in no particular order. Number 1, cataracts.
Yay.
Got it.
Keratoconus, which is a coning of the, I don't know, part of the eye or something.
Something to do with eyes.
Scientific approach to that answer. I love it.
Diabetic retinopathy.
Okay.
Nope.
I have retinitis.
That's been a lot of well, not a lot, but some diabetics go blind, and that's because of diabetic retinopathy. Macular degeneration.
I have it. Oh, well, I don't have it, but I have it written down.
So the original list just mentioned refractive errors, but I split those out into three different items because I thought it would be easier for you guys. And those three are nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism.
Got him.
Yay.
Got 2 out of 3.
I mean, I actually have one of these. So
Me too.
Got a couple of them.
I think I have astigmatism too. So 2 for 3. All right.
And then we've got glaucoma.
Got it.
Presbyopia, which is an inability to see really small close-up print.
Nope.
Floaters.
Got it.
I have floaters, and they suck.
Dry eyes.
Got it. That's one my eye doctor mentioned the other day when I was actually having my appointment.
You should blink more.
The opposite of dry
I don't have it.
You
They asked me about it.
The opposite of dry eyes is tearing,
Oh.
No,
which would
did
be
not.
excessively undry eyes. All right, so those were the 12.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
it.
whoa. Or, wait a minute.
Okay.
Do you,
So,
2 big ones missing.
Like blindness.
well,
I said blindness as well.
Like my last 3 are color blindness, blindness, and night blindness.
I got color blindness. Where is it at, Neil? Also, pink eye. Come on. What about
you know
pink eye?
what? You know, I think the pink eye should be on the list. Did you answer that?
I
I have pink eye.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for pink eye.
I'll start giving each other butterfly kisses.
I don't think I'll count color blindness because that's not really something that you would go. I mean, you can't get that corrected, right?
No, you can't get that corrected.
And blindness, I believe, is more of a symptom than a disorder.
Right.
There's something called. Okay, Andy, how many did you get?
I got 8.
8.
Yeah.
Brings you to 194, and you're in the lead. Davo. What did you get?
I got 6.
6. That brings you to 196, which is 2 more points than Andy.
Ooh.
And Kells?
I also got 6.
6. That takes you to 205. See,
That
it
got
ended up
much closer.
It ended up being an 11-point game.
Wow.
Yeah, like that.
After all
That's
that.
awesome. As miserable as that started off for me.
Good job, Andy. You didn't give up. You're back on the streets. It's great stuff.
Rising up, back on the streets. I took my time. I took my chances.
So, great job on those questions, Neil, as usual. Congratulations to Kells. And do you have a score update for the Brain Drain tournament?
Kells has a 100-point lead over Andy. 107 points over Davo.
Well, my point still stands. I don't know how we're going to catch him.
How we're going to catch him. Well, we could make him disappear like we did with Macy.
We could. And Allison.
Mm-hmm. And Allison.
It's kind of weird.
I'm glad you guys don't know where I live.
People catch on fire all the time.
What?
Things burn.
That's not what we agreed to, Andy.
Oh. Never mind. Hot mic.
So from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is your host, Davo, with Kells.
Your hair strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf, it was apricot.
And Andy.
I can see clearly now the rain has gone. So long, little brainers.
And Neil.
So apparently one of Sammy's favorite jokes was when he was playing golf, someone would ask what his handicap was. And he would say, handicap? Talk about handicap. I'm a one-eyed Negro who's Jewish.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to do the Sammy voice.
It's super easy.
Was that what you were doing earlier, Davo?
You throw your jaw over to one side and you punch yourself in the stomach and you can just Sammy. Signing off.
Oh, man. Greetings and salutations to all you good trivia people out there. I know what you're thinking. Hey, I really enjoyed this show. How can I get a little more? Well, here to help you out. You can look up these good people on Twitter at Ladle Brain. Or if Facebook's more your deal, you can look them up at Brain Ladle Productions. Hey, they've even got their own webpage. It's brainladletrivia.com. Now, if you're feeling generous, you can join a Patreon, where if you donate $10 or more, you can even get yourself a fancy show invite. How about that? Until we meet again, this has been 44, and I'm glad you joined us. Hope I'm out. Can't you give me a straight answer anymore?
I can't think of it. Did somebody just die?
Just dropped my device.
Ah.
Oh. The Moarigato, Mr. Roboto.
Thank you.
You're
that
welcome.
made my day. Domo.
Domo.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.